Tragic update. Phyllis drops. Very heartbreaking and dangerous news. It will shock you. In the world of daytime television, few moments leave fans with as much suspense, heartbreak, and emotional turmoil as a devastating plot twist. The Young and the Restless, a soap opera that has captivated audiences for decades, is known for its unexpected twists and shocking developments. But nothing could prepare viewers for the shocking turn of events involving one of the show's most beloved and complex characters, Phyllis Summers. In a recent episode that aired on The Young and the Restless, Phyllis drops, a moment that has left fans speechless. This heartbreaking and dangerous update is not just another plot device. It's a pivotal moment in the storyline that will forever alter the course of Phyllis's character and the lives of those around her. What happened to Phyllis? Why has it become such a devastating and perilous moment in the show's narrative? This article will dive into the tragic update, exploring the implications for the character, the impact on the viewers, and how this moment will change everything for Phyllis Summers and the people she loves. The evolution of Phyllis Summers. To understand the gravity of the shocking development, it's essential to take a look at Phyllis Summers's character history. Phyllis has been a central figure in The Young and the Restless for years, initially introduced as a fiery, ambitious woman with a flair for stirring drama. Throughout her time on the show, she has been involved in a number of explosive storylines, ranging from romantic entanglements to corporate power struggles. Her love life has always been a key aspect of her character, most notably, her on-again, off-again relationship with Jack Abbott, her tumultuous romance with Nick Newman, and her complex, often antagonistic bond with her daughter Summer Newman. Phyllis's character is a blend of strength and vulnerability. While she often comes across as fiercely independent and driven by her own desires, she also has moments of deep emotional conflict. She has been wronged, betrayed, and even gone to great lengths to protect her family and those she loves. Her motivations are complicated, and her actions, whether justified or not, have always kept fans on the edge of their seats. As the show has progressed, Phyllis's character has evolved. She has transitioned from being a villainess in some respects to someone who struggles with her demons, making her one of the more relatable and human characters on the show. Whether fans love or hate her, Phyllis always evokes a strong reaction, and that is why her latest storyline has sent shockwaves through the Y&R fanbase. Phyllis drops. The moment of crisis. The term, Phyllis drops, is now being used to describe a heartbreaking and dangerous moment that occurred recently on The Young and the Restless. Without giving away too many spoilers, the moment Phyllis drops marks a critical turning point for the character. Fans have watched as Phyllis's world has unraveled, her relationships, her career, and her emotional state all hanging by a thread. In an unexpected and tragic moment, Phyllis experiences a crisis that will have long-lasting consequences. The dramatic build-up to this moment began when Phyllis found herself caught in a web of lies, betrayals, and personal turmoil. Her relationships were strained, particularly with her daughter Summer, who has always been Phyllis's anchor. As the pressure mounted, Phyllis became more isolated, struggling to keep her head above water while dealing with the repercussions of her past decisions. It was clear that something catastrophic was on the horizon, but no one could have predicted how Phyllis would drop. In a particularly emotional scene, Phyllis is confronted with the fallout from her past actions. She faces not just external pressure from the people around her but also the internal strain of her own conscience. As emotions run high, Phyllis's physical and mental state deteriorates. The moment Phyllis drops is both literal and metaphorical. She collapses, overwhelmed by everything she's been trying to juggle. But the story doesn't stop there. What happens next is equally shocking, as Phyllis's health and safety are put at risk in a way that no one anticipated. The heartbreaking news. What happens to Phyllis? As viewers watched this shocking moment unfold, the news of Phyllis's collapse hit like a ton of bricks. It wasn't just a dramatic plot twist for the sake of drama. It was a moment that stripped away the layers of Phyllis's tough exterior and revealed a woman on the verge of breaking down. In the aftermath of the collapse, the audience is left in suspense about what will happen to Phyllis. Is this the end for the fiery, determined character? Or is this the beginning of an even darker chapter? As Phyllis lies in a hospital bed, the heart-wrenching news spreads throughout Genoa City. Her family and friends rally around her, but the emotional toll is undeniable. For those who care about her, seeing Phyllis in such a vulnerable state is devastating. Jack Abbott, who has always had a complex relationship with Phyllis, finds himself grappling with his own feelings of helplessness. Meanwhile, Summer, Phyllis's daughter, is forced to confront the reality of just how far her mother has fallen. The moment is a true turning point in Phyllis's character arc. She has always been a force to be reckoned with, but this collapse shows the cracks in her armor. Phyllis may have made mistakes and hurt those around her, but in this moment, it's clear that her actions have consequences, and the weight of those consequences may be too much for her to bear. The dangerous news. Is Phyllis in danger? As the news of Phyllis's collapse spreads, it becomes clear that this moment is not just heartbreaking, it is also dangerous. There are hints that Phyllis's condition may be more serious than anyone realizes. The medical professionals working to stabilize her are faced with a series of complications, and Phyllis's future is uncertain. What begins as an emotional crisis quickly escalates into a physical one, as Phyllis's life hangs in the balance. The danger surrounding Phyllis is not just about her health, it also reflects the emotional and psychological toll that the character has endured over the years. Phyllis's vulnerability is exposed in a way that makes her an even more sympathetic character than before. The audience is left wondering whether she will be able to overcome the challenges she faces and regain control of her life, or if this is the end of the road for her character. For Phyllis's family, this is a wake-up call. The people closest to her must reckon with the fact that their loved one is in real danger, not just physically but emotionally. The emotional fallout from Phyllis's collapse will affect everyone, from her ex-husbands to her children, as they are forced to confront the complexities of their relationships with her. Phyllis's life is on the line, and the stakes have never been higher. The impact on the cast and viewers. The impact of Phyllis's tragic moment extends beyond just the storyline. For the cast of The Young and the Restless, this turn of events represents a new direction for their characters. Phyllis's collapse will force those around her to examine their own feelings, motivations, and relationships. Jack Abbott, for example, may be forced to reconsider his past with Phyllis, particularly in light of how fragile she has become. Summer, who has always been at odds with her mother, may find herself faced with the need to step up and support Phyllis, even if she has her own reservations. For the fans, this update is nothing short of shocking. The Young and the Restless has always prided itself on its ability to deliver unpredictable storylines, but the moment Phyllis drops hits harder than most. Audiences have followed Phyllis's journey for years, watching her make mistakes, find redemption, and struggle with the consequences of her actions. To see her in such a vulnerable state is a painful reminder of how fragile even the most resilient characters can be. Viewers are left in suspense, eagerly awaiting the next episode to see what will happen to Phyllis. Will she recover? Will her relationships be mended, or is this the beginning of a downward spiral for the character? The uncertainty surrounding Phyllis's fate has fans on edge, anxiously awaiting the resolution of this heart-wrenching and dangerous development. Conclusion. A defining moment for Phyllis. The tragic update of Phyllis dropping is a moment that will resonate with fans of The Young and the Restless for years to come. It's not just a shocking plot twist, it's a moment of profound emotional depth and complexity. Phyllis Summers has always been a larger-than-life character, but in this moment, she is laid bare, forced to confront the consequences of her actions in the most devastating way possible. As the story continues to unfold, the impact of this tragic event will be felt by every character in Genoa City. Phyllis's collapse is not just about her, it's about everyone she's touched over the years. The heartache, the danger, and the uncertainty surrounding her future will keep fans captivated as they follow this intense and emotional storyline. For Phyllis, the question remains, will she rise from this moment, or will it mark the end of her journey? One thing is for sure, The Young and the Restless has delivered a storyline that is as heartbreaking as it is dangerous, and the answers may surprise us all.